Whether you're on a strict budget or looking for the best cheap 4K TV, you don't have to spend a ton of money to get a decent display that's good enough for watching your favorite shows and movies. Today, even cheap and budget-friendly TVs can deliver a decent viewing experience for most uses, and many of them have great smart features, eliminating the need to spend more on an external streaming device if you want to look for the best cheap smart TV. You can also find these models in a wide range of sizes, so you aren't limited to just small sizes. We have listed the best budget smart TVs 2024 and their key features. You need to consider this to help you choose the best one for you. For more information on the product, as always, I've included a link in the description box down below, which are updated with the best prices on each product. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to stay tuned till the end so you don't miss anything. Now let's get started. Number 5. TCL Q7 Class TV. The TCL Q7 QLED is a mid-range TV and sits right below the TCL QM8 QLED and above the TCL Q6 QLED in TCL's 2023 lineup. It's a QLED TV equipped with a local dimming feature that has more than 200 dimming zones in its bigger sizes. It's fully featured for gamers, with its two HDMI 2.1 bandwidth ports, one of which can support up to 144 Hz at 1440p and 4K, or up to 240 Hz at 1080p. It supports all variable refresh rate, VRR technology, for a nearly tear-free gaming experience. It comes with TCL's Game Master overlay, which gives gamers quick access to many gaming-oriented features. The TV has the IMAX Enhanced certification and supports DTS and Dolby Advanced audio formats through its EARC HDMI port, as well as advanced video formats, particularly Dolby Vision and HDR10+. It uses the popular and easy-to-use Google operating system. It has hands-free voice control through Google Assistant, as well as working with the Amazon Alexa and Apple HomeKit smart assistants. The TV is available in 4 sizes: 55, 65, 75, and 85 inches. The TCL Q7 is a good TV overall, with some caveats. It has only decent reflection handling, but it gets very bright, especially in SDR, so the TV can easily handle bright rooms. The TV has terrific contrast and incredible black uniformity, so any content watched in dark rooms looks great. It also has incredible input lag, which is great for gamers or those wanting to use the TV as a PC monitor, as inputs are very responsive. Number 4. Samsung Q60B 50-inch. The Samsung Q60B QLED is the entry-level QLED in Samsung's 2022 lineup. It sits below the Samsung Q70TOS Q70B QLED, and it replaces the Samsung Q60A QLED from 2021. It uses quantum dot technology to display a wide range of colors, but it's limited in features as it doesn't have local dimming, HDMI 2.1 bandwidth, or variable refresh rate, VRR support, which most of the higher-end QLED models have. However, it still comes with the Tizen Smart Platform, which is easy to use and has a ton of apps available to download. It has a few added features compared to past versions, like the support for Google Duo if you connect a compatible webcam to make video calls. It's been replaced by the Samsung Q60C QLED in 2023, but there are no significant changes in the new model. The Samsung Q60B is decent overall. It's good for watching movies in dark rooms as it displays deep blacks and has incredible black uniformity, but it lacks a local dimming feature, so dark scenes are washed out when bright highlights are present. It's also good for watching TV shows or sports in bright rooms, as it has great SDR peak brightness and decent reflection handling, but it has a narrow viewing angle, so the image won't stay consistent when you watch content from the sides. It's decent for gaming due to its low input lag, but it doesn't have any extra gaming features such as VRR or HDMI 2.1 bandwidth. Finally, it's good for watching HDR content thanks to its great darkroom performance, but bright highlights don't pop due to the lack of local dimming and its low HDR peak brightness. Number 3. LG B3 OLED, an affordable alternative to the C3 and G3 OLED. It's the most expensive TV you're going to find on this list, but the LG B3 OLED is truly a force to be reckoned with in the budget TV space. Instead of spending upwards of $2,000 on an OLED, the B3 OLED offers all the benefits of the panel technology and more for right around $1,000. For folks looking for the barest of bones OLED, the A2 OLED is great too, but the B3 goes well above its little brother by adding a 120Hz native panel, 2 HDMI 2.1 ports, and a better processor to the mix. In terms of performance, it hits a peak brightness of 635 nits, about the same as the Hisense and TCL, but has the ability to cover 99.9724% of the Rec. 709 color space and a color accuracy, measured by a delta E value, of 1.8943. For gamers, cinephiles, and really anyone who wants an amazing TV experience, these are some of the best numbers you're going to find at this price point. But step down a single level, and the matter becomes far less clear-cut. With good color and lots of extra features, the B3 stands up astonishingly well against other mid-tier OLEDs, even if it's missing blinding brightness and a couple of HDMI 2.1 ports. And when you factor in the price differential of a few $100s, the B3 is not just a compelling deal, it becomes the set to beat. Number 2. Roku Plus Series 4K QLED TV. Roku's first QLED TV is a great bargain. The Roku Plus Series 4K QLED TV marks the streaming giant's first foray into sets after long focusing on software and set-top and plug-in devices. And the move is a successful one. In addition to delivering a ton of screen for its starting price of $499, these TVs also give you surprisingly good picture quality and sound, two things that are usually the first to go with budget sets. So what makes this such a great budget TV? First off, despite its lower price and plastic build quality, it's actually a nice-looking screen. Secondly, though, Roku uses a QLED screen in the Plus series, which means it's able to produce more vivid colors and reach a higher peak brightness. You can't shift too far off axis or else that color begins to fade. However, it looks great when you're facing front on. If you don't mind making a few compromises on refresh rate, unlike the LG B3 OLED further down on this list, this one's limited to 60 Hz. It's a rock-solid budget pick. Not that long ago, you got what you paid for with budget TVs. But that's all changed within the last generation or two, with sets like the Roku Plus Series 4K QLED TV increasingly performing well outside their price range. The Roku Plus Series 4K QLED TV is one of the least expensive TVs on the market, and it offers few fancy bells and whistles. But with a good smart interface and HDR color and sound capabilities unusual for its class, it's a surprisingly good budget buy. Number 1. Hisense U6K Mini-LED TV. You can't have a list of the best budget TVs without mentioning the Hisense U6K. It might not have the peak levels of brightness that the Hisense U8K has, but it sports a mini-LED backlight that enables better contrast with above-par black levels and a quantum dot for color saturation. Tack on Google TV and VRR support for consoles, and you're getting a lot of the best features at a much lower price point. Why we think it's better than all the rest is that, thanks to its mini-LED backlight system, the U6K has much better brightness and contrast and a lower likelihood of the dreaded dirty screen effect from non-uniform lighting elements compared to the competition. It also uses Google TV, which, although a bit temperamental, is one of the slickest smart TV platforms available. If you want the best bang for your buck, the Hisense U6K can't be beat. It's not perfect, but Hisense has done well to improve on last year's Hisense U6H model. The addition of a mini-LED backlight system has resulted in much better brightness and contrast, and a lower likelihood of the dreaded dirty screen effect from non-uniform lighting elements. These are all huge wins in my book. If you're someone who needs the absolute lowest latency or color accuracy out of the box, you'll be better off spending a bit more money for a higher-end model like the LG C3 OLED. But if you want the best bang for your buck, the Hisense U6K can't be beat.